So the Ghostbusters 2016 trailer hit last week and they had so many negative reviews, and those negative reviews and dislikes are growing and growing and growing. And I've watched a few other people making their comments, and a lot of them are saying the exact same thing I did. There's also a lot of miscommunication from Sony and the production company in terms of is it a reboot, or is it a remake, or is it like a continuation? Because they do start off by saying 30 years ago, 4 scientists, which is wrong in itself. There were only 3 scientists. The other thing that a lot of people are pissed off about is the fact that the black character, Winston Zedmore's character, was not a scientist, which I agree with as well. Now, Winston himself wasn't a scientist. He was just a guy looking for work, just the average Joe. He wasn't playing to any black stereotypes at all, actually. If in either movies, 1 or 2, but from the trailer we can see that the only black person is uneducated and is very, very overly, let's say, stereotypical. So there's been backlash against that. And the other things, some people don't like the CGI, but I don't really mind it, to be honest, because that's not what I'm going to be concentrating on too much. If anything, I'm going to be concentrating on the jokes and possibly the chemistry of each actress with their other team players. Oh God, what's happening up there? Yeah, so hopefully they will they'll show another trailer at some point with some better jokes maybe, and some more footage. At the moment it seems a bit too, it's not really funny, as I've said before, and considering that the cast are mainly made up of comedians, it doesn't really no, it doesn't really say anything to me. Now, a lot of people are also saying that because they're comedians, they should be funny, but the problem is, if the script itself is shit, then it doesn't matter how funny you are as a comedian, you can't rescue it, in my opinion. Now, the original Ghostbusters movie was scripted by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, and the rest of it was ad-libbed in most cases. So there is that, because some of the jokes seem forced in the trailer and they're not coming off naturally. I don't know anything about comedic timing, but you know, a lot of people are even complaining about the little end sequence where Patty is slapping Melissa McCarthy because she's possessed, and obviously it's a reference to The Exorcist, but yeah, people don't like that scene at all. Other things people don't like, they don't seem to like the fact that the movie was branded or classed as, yeah, we're going to make a movie about girl power, a movie about women going out and, you know, doing something positive, and they're all clever and, you know, this, that and the other. And then what we see in the trailer is nothing of the sort, really. Then this morning, one thing just popped into my head. How are they financing all these gadgets that they've got? It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, in the original, Ray had to get 3 mortgages. So I don't know how they're going to explain that. A lot of people don't like the fact that the vehicle is a hearse and a Cadillac. Obviously, you couldn't have the original car back because that was not in good condition even when the original Ghostbusters was filming. But they could have had a modern car at some point. Like, just show the old car, maybe. If it was a reboot, then obviously you can't show the old car. But if it's a follow-on sequel, then, you know, they could have just shown the old car and then they base it around something else that, you know, or like a modified car from something that exists today. So there's that. Yeah, so the CGI ghosts as well, they seem too colourful. Again, I don't have a problem with that too much. Although I didn't like all the Sony adverts and the branding in the Times Square sequence. And having watched it like the 3rd or 4th time, the actual trailer itself, I didn't notice that there was a Twinkie advert as well. I actually saw that clearer in the international trailer, which you can find on Sony Entertainment UK on their channel on YouTube. And a lot of the other little niggly bits that people have are from the international trailer. So these empowered women are swooning around after the Chris Hemsworth character, who's meant to be the new Janine. So I don't know. There's a lot of contradictory stuff in the trailers, but I don't know if the rest of the movie will actually, you know, be written well. It just looks like the trailer's been like cut lazily. It seems like the storyline has been written lazily. So don't really have too many hopes about it, but there are some people who are really, really, really positive, and they want to see it, and they think it's actually quite funny already, which I don't. And there's at least 397,000 people in agreement with me. So the video's got 23 million views, I think, at this point. It might go up to 50 million views before the movie comes out, but I don't think it will make it any better. I hope there's another trailer soon. That's all I can say.